All right, Dick here with Dick and Harry, the Pub Boys duo. We're gonna go over Game Master mode today. So in Game Master mode, you can place entities. You basically, we don't want to say God, but that's how in a sense that's what you are here. So you can control all aspects. This is just local only. So and we'll go over how to do that. Let's just jump into how to get here versus how to do it in a server. Because if you get into a server, people can join your server and then they can vote you away from being Game Master. So make sure you don't have any mods enabled. You're going to go in here to play. If you don't have anything in here, you just press start or the 3 lines. I've got one already set up here. I like Arlen because Arlen's a small map and I can get to several points pretty quickly here. And here we are. Just a quick overview. Like I said, you're one level below God. You know what I'm saying? So here we are. It's just some quick menu options. If you press up on the D-pad, you can pause, unpause the game. A couple other options in there. Just play with those a little bit. They're not as important. Holding 2 squares or select, as I call it, you can pick your factions. You want to have at least one pick so you can play. But go ahead and drop 2 in there so you can drop enemies and shoot at them. There's just some options in here. Time of day, you can scroll through, night, morning, stuff like that. As far as weather, you can make it pour and rain or just straight sunny. You can do automated weather or no. I'm sorry, here's automated or no. And then some fuel consumption, bleed rate, stuff like that. Not a big deal. If we hold down on the D-pad, this is where we go through kind of like our... Right here we're on all, so if we right trigger this, we'll end up at vehicles and stuff like that. Left trigger to go back. If we press right bumper once, it's single people. But if you're going to do multiple units, this is where you want to do it. So if I want to drop a whole squad, I'm going to click on it. Right bumper to rotate with the left stick. You can spin them around here and point them at stuff. Drop them in. You know, then you got a whole squad there. Obviously, if you hold X on the wheel there, like after I drop them in, if I hold X on the wheel there, I can go through some options. I can heal them, restock them, make them bleed, make them stop bleeding, kill them, just kill them all at once. So, oh, we're all dead, you know. So if we unpause it, boom, we're all dead on the ground. That's supposed to cycle, but it doesn't. Okay. Of course, why not? So anyway, then getting back to it, let's drop one guy in here and play with him some. Drop them in. Obviously, you can click over the squad thing and hold X, or you can click over the individual. If you click over the squad icon, you're going to control all of them. Whatever you do to one does to all. If you do it over the individual, there's options in here. I haven't done them all, okay? So, like, bear with me, play with some stuff. If it's not used specifically, you can take control of them there. You can create a new group, so you can combine some guys here. So we got 2 guys here. So we got 2, we'll call them flags. They're individual people. So if we hover above them and hold A, it will select them. We can then, let's see, try that one more time. And we can go over here and we create a group. Now we've combined them together. So you have to actually be pointing at them. It's a little complicated. You got to play with it. So once I selected both of them, I pointed at the one guy and created a new group, and that's with the that's with this like little flag symbol here. So bye, buddy. So back to it. Other things you can do. You can heal him if he's hurt. Restock him, like I said. Start the bleeding, stop the bleeding. Kill him off. My favorite one is, especially when you got a whole group of players on here. Like if you're in an actual lobby and not in here. Hit him up with the lightning, baby. It is entertaining to watch. I haven't got to be game master in an actual lobby yet, so boo, you know. Anyway, so moving on with the right bumper. I'm sorry. Here's just the multiple units, and then you get into vehicles. Right trigger here. So if you've got 2 factions, it's going to show you all of them. You just got to scroll through them. Actually, it'll show you all of them no matter what you got. Tons of stuff here to go through, and I'll show you the more complex way of doing that. But all you got to do to set something in here is just click on it here. Obviously, you can rotate it again and drop it in. Easy peasy, okay? As far as more complicated, if you see at the bottom, we're going to press down on the D-pad again, and the 2 squares, or select as I call it, opens up this big menu. You can go over here and search for something specific. Let's say we want to see sandbags. I just type in sand, and then you're going to have to scroll down here to, I think, objects. That's correct. And it's going to show you, you can just go ahead and highlight anything that you want, and then as you go through and search something, it's going to search everything. So this is obviously all the sandbags. There's 3 menus here. If you look at the bottom, we can right trigger through them. You can click on it there, and here's my sandbag, right? So if I want to just place one, I'm just going to place one, right? But if I want to continue this process, because I want to put several sandbags at, I'm going to hold right bumper and press A, and now I've got another sandbag, and another right bumper, then A every time, and you can just keep doing this. You will run out of budget, and what budget is how many objects you can place and how many people you can place and things like that. Eventually, it'll make it where you can't drop stuff. There's quite a bit of stuff you can drop in here, depending on what it is. If I put in 10 of these APC carriers, I'd probably run out. I could probably put in hundreds of these sandbags, and it not be an issue. So then, you know, but obviously in your menu here, you've selected sandbags, so that's all you're going to see until you go back in here, and you're going to clear this out. So you're just going to reset filters, right? And it's going to clear everything out. If you're looking for just something specific, but you don't know what it is and you don't want to search it, or you know what it's called, you can click on it and kind of go through the menus there. These are pretty cool things here. So let's say I want to drop mortars or something like that. I can click on that, then find it down in here. Where we go? There. It's a large, so it's gonna bomb right here. So like you're doing stuff without having to have a character do it. And I mean, in here you're practicing. If you were a game master in a lobby, they might not enjoy that. So people do LARPing, so there's probably some necessity for that there. So we'll jump back in here and we will anyway play with this, search through here. That's the gist of that there. If you're wanting to do things like drop in let's see, drop in your units here, right? And then you can drop in like the vehicle we have here. We can pick them and we can drop them in the vehicle there. And I believe you can actually tell them to go places. They're not very good at it though. I'm just going to tell you. I can't even remember specifically how to do it, to be honest with you. But you can tell them to go places. Obviously, if we dropped an enemy here, they'd start shooting at them, like automatically. And this is good for if you just want to goof off and do some stuff. Obviously, you can pause it, and nobody's going to do anything while it's paused. I mostly use this for driving vehicles and then practicing flying, and then on top of that I use it for some sniping. Like I like to practice my sniping to see. I drop vehicles in here and learn how to use them too. I mean, that's not a terrible thing to do. And obviously you can just go in and delete everything. I didn't want to get rid of that. What happened? There we go. I like to practice stuff like this, so I will drop in an individual. There's no friendly killing on here, so sometimes you'll put in a friendly just so that he doesn't run away when you shoot at him. Um, drop him in here. Matter of fact, this is what I like to do because it gives you a good idea of distance. You put him down here at the end of the runway. You jump into your map, same buttons here. And every square is 100 meters. So we're going to drop him right at the edge. Well, he's basically here. So right in the middle of the square. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 meters. I think is the distance where they lag out and you can't see them. So you can kind of, put yourself right here and get a good gauge on distance. I would say we're right around here, these markers here. If you don't want to make yourself a loadout, you can obviously drop yourself in as a sniper. Then you can click select on him, and now I can lay down, and I can look at this guy down here. Right, this is about 800 meters. Put your scope up to 800, and then practice shooting. Right there, you go. See, and you don't get any friendly kills or anything. So it lets you know that, like, hey, 800 meters, I can hit this guy. I shot just above his head, and obviously I hit him. It's good for sniping. Practice your sniping. Other things I like to practice in here. By the way, if you want to go back into Game Master, you hold Start and Y, and it jumps back in. I like to also practice with things like mortars, so you can get mortar practices. I will do a tutorial on mortars later on. I did a tutorial on flying, so if you guys are interested, check out those tutorials. I hope this kind of gets you up to speed on Game Master and what you want to do to practice playing. This is a great environment. This is what I do. And obviously I'm flying now. Left trigger down, right trigger up. The higher you go, the faster you go, right? So practice with it, have fun, learn how to play the game. It's so much better when you know what you're doing. Alright, this is Dick for Dick and Harry of the Pub Boys Duo. Follow and like, and if you got any comments, drop them in the Twitch, and this will be on YouTube as well.